In the small village of Oakwood, there lived an old magician named Buppert. He had been performing magic tricks for as long as anyone in the village could remember, and his shows always drew a crowd. People came from miles around to see the old magician perform his tricks, but most of them thought that they were just clever illusions. Buppert knew better though. Many years ago, he had been struck by lightning during a particularly violent storm. He had been left with some strange powers that he kept secret from everyone else. He could fly, for one thing, and he could also conjure up money out of thin air. But he knew that if anyone found out about his powers, he would be in trouble. People were superstitious back then, and they might accuse him of witchcraft or worse. So, Buppert continued to perform his magic tricks as usual, but he always kept his secret powers hidden. He would secretly use his flying ability to soar above the trees at night, enjoying the freedom that it brought him. And whenever he needed some extra money, he would simply spell it into his pockets. One day, a young boy named Clifford caught a glimpse of Buppert's powers. Clifford had been exploring the woods one day when he saw the old magician flying above the trees. At first, he thought it was a bird, but as he got closer, he realized that it was Buppert. Clifford was amazed, and he couldn't wait to tell his friends about what he had seen. But when he did, nobody believed him. They all thought he was making it up, and they laughed at him. Undeterred, Clifford decided to follow Buppert the next time he saw him flying. He followed the old magician all the way to a secret clearing in the woods, where Buppert was conjuring up money out of thin air. Buppert was surprised to see Clifford, but he quickly realized that the boy was different from the others. Clifford was curious and open-minded, and he didn't judge Buppert for his powers. Instead, he asked the old magician to teach him how to fly. Buppert was hesitant at first, but he saw something in Clifford that he admired. The boy was fearless and adventurous, and he had a thirst for knowledge. So, he agreed to teach Clifford how to fly. Over the next few weeks, Buppert taught Clifford everything he knew about flying. He showed him how to control his powers and how to soar above the trees. Clifford was a quick learner, and soon he was flying on his own. Word of Clifford's newfound abilities soon spread throughout the village, and people began to question whether Buppert's tricks were really just tricks after all. But Buppert didn't care. He had found a kindred spirit in Clifford, and he was proud to have passed on his knowledge to someone who appreciated it. And so, the old magician and the young boy continued to explore the skies above Oakwood, their secret powers hidden from the rest of the world. They knew that they were different, but they didn't care. For them, the 20s were a time of magic and wonder, a time when anything was possible if you believed in it enough.